Hello students. So this is video number 3 and we have reached to the next topic of our chapter political parties. In this chapter we have already covered what is a political party, three important components of a political party, and then the different functions a political party plays in a democratic system, and as well as the importance of political party. Why they are important? Because they are the foundation of our democratic system. They provide the stable government. They are in fact considered the base of democracy. So that were the importance of political parties or need of political parties. Now we are moving to this next topic that has been written in your book. How many parties should we have? So let me tell you, how many parties should we have? That will not be decided. Do not have a fixed answer ki this party system is best. In this topic, how many parties should we have? In fact, we are going to cover the three-party system: one party system, bi-party or two-party system, and multi-party system. So how many parties should we have? First I have written that it depends on the political situation, on the historical background, on the tradition, diversity of a country. Like example, we have India. So India is a diverse country. We have read about it, we have learned about it and experienced about it since our childhood. A diverse country like India cannot be run by one party system or two party system. It requires multi-party system because so many different thoughts are there, different traditions, different communities are there, and they cannot be represented, or they can never be represented by one party or bi-party. That's why multi-party system. So many regional parties are there, national parties are there, unrecognized parties are there in India. So I hope you understood this topic which has been taken in your NCERT. How many parties should we have? That depends on a political background of a country, its ethnic composition of a country. So now what we are going to cover in this topic, parties, how many parties should we have? That means that they are talking about the different party system. So how many party system we have? Mainly we have three-party system. These are the three-party system which have been given to you. One-party system, bi-party, BI. It is also known as bi-party system. And the last one is the multi-party system. Very easy topic. We will not take too much time. One-party system, a system where only one party exists in a political background of a country. Like we have the example of China, or Cuba was the example, or North Korea. Kim Jong, who represents his party only. These are the example of one party system, a system, a country where only one party is allowed to function. It is allowed to participate in the political activities. Now if one party is there, then how the competition will be there, how elections will be conducted? The 2, 3, 4 candidates of the same party would be elected, would participate, and people would have to choose out of these 3, 4, 5, 6 representatives whom they like most. That would be declared winner. So that is one party system. Practice in China, we have already learnt in class 9th about the Communist Party of China. Bi-party system or two-party system where mainly two party exist. It does not mean the other parties are not there. They might be there, but they are not politically in a position to influence the election result. Election is mainly contested between the two parties. Okay, I hope you understood what is bi-party system or two-party system. The countries where only two main parties are there, who can influence the result of election, or who come one after the another in power and form the government. That is called two-party system. Two very famous examples are USA and UK, United Kingdom of Great Britain and United States of America. Like we know that in America, Now, presidential elections, that procedure has been started in America. Two main parties are there. Number one is Democrat Party and number two is the Republicans. Democrats versus Republicans. They are the two main parties, and elections mainly fought between them. You have to find out Mr. Donald Trump, he belongs to which party. You have to find it out by yourself. Or Mr. Barack Obama, one belong to Democratic Party or Democrats, and another one right now belongs to the Republican. तो वो आप पता लगाइए कौन कहाँ है. इन द सेम वे इन यूनाइटेड किंगडम ऑफ ग्रेट ब्रिटेन, वन इज द कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी, अनदर वन इज द लेबर पार्टी. तो दीज टू मेन पार्टीज हैड बीन डोमिनेटिंग द पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ ब्रिटेन सिंस 20th सेंचुरी. हालांकि एक और चीज ऐड कर दूं उसमें, अब वहां पर भी टू पार्टी सिस्टम धीरे धीरे कन्वर्ट हो रहा है मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम में. एक नई पार्टी आ गई है, कंजर्वेटिव्स और लेबर पार्टी के अलावा एक न्यू लिबरल पार्टी that has also came in Britain. That's why the bi-party system of Britain slowly, gradually changing into the multi-party system since 2010. Now we are moving to the multi-party system. You can easily understand a country where more than two political parties exist and have influential role in politics. That is multi-party system. So India is the example of multi-party system where many political parties in center as well as at states are there. Like we have BJP, we have Congress Party, we have CPI, we have CPIM, we have All India Trinamool Congress, we have other parties like NCP. तो ये सारे एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको नेशनल लेवल की पार्टीज के दे रहा हूं, और स्टेट लेवल की तो फिर बहुत सारी पार्टीज हैं. मेनली 2019 इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया recognized 52 आई थिंक स्टेट पार्टीज वर देयर एंड 8 नेशनल पार्टीज वर देयर. तो 7 आई थिंक हैव बीन गिवन इन योर बुक, तो वो भी हम करेंगे. तो इसी के साथ आपका ये तीनों डिफरेंट पार्टी सिस्टम जो है हमने कवर कर लिया. वन मोर टॉपिक लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू. They can ask you the benefit or disadvantage or disadvantage of one party system, bi-party system, multi-party system. Like, let me explain to you, just giving you one example of advantage and disadvantage. जो वन पार्टी सिस्टम का एडवांटेज है वो मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम का ऑटोमेटिकली डिसएडवांटेज बन जाएगा, क्योंकि वन पार्टी सिस्टम और मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम दे आर कंप्लीटली अपोजिट टू ईच अदर. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. In one party system there is strong government. This is the plus point. क्योंकि only one party is there, so the party or the government will always remain same, strong. In multi-party system, because there are so many parties and competition is there, votes are dividing. That's why the governments generally formed, coalition governments are formed, and they generally are considered the weak government. So its advantage strong government automatically will become the disadvantage of multi-party system. That is, it has generally we found weak government. Then its advantage will automatically become the disadvantage of one party system. Like multi-party system is considered true democracy. It is true democracy. And one party system is not a symbol of democracy, it is a kind of dictatorship. ठीक है, तो it is a kind of dictatorship of one party and it is a true representative of a democracy where people have full choices. और इसका disadvantage जो है वो ये हो जाएगा कि limited choices, only we have to choose out of 2. और इसका जो advantage होगा, the voters have a clear mind कि either we have to choose this or that. So I hope you understood this topic. Now we are going to the another topic which is important, that is two party systems in India. Two party systems का मतलब है आप इंडियन जो जितनी भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज काम कर रही हैं उनको आप दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. वन इज द नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एंड अनदर वन इज द स्टेट पार्टी और पार्टीज और रीजनल पार्टी. स्टेट पार्टी कह लीजिए आप इसको या रीजनल पार्टी कह लीजिए, एक ही बात है. और दिस इज नेशनल पार्टी और पार्टीज. ठीक है, तो अभी मैंने आपको बताया था कि नियर अबाउट 8 political parties have been recognized by Election Commission of India, and 52 state or regional parties have been recognized by the State Election Commission of India. तो हम इसको शुरू करते हैं. उसको शुरू करने से पहले मैं एक काम करता हूं. Let me rub it out this particular portion so that we can get a proper space. So now we are moving to the mainly two types of political parties that exist in India. One is the national political party and another one is the state political party or regional political party. I have told you Election Commission of India recognized them, and to get the status of a national party or regional state party, they have to complete these certain criteria. What are the criteria for being recognized as a national political party? Let's see. The first one is a party that secures 6% of the total votes polled in Lok Sabha election and win at least 4 seats. Very simple criteria. If you have a political party and you have won 6% out of total polled votes, suppose India में अगर 100 करोड़ वोटर हैं तो इसका 6% सीधा सीधा 6 करोड़ वोट या तो आपको मिल जाए, और अगर आप इसको आधा कर लें 50 करोड़ तो दैट मींस 3 करोड़ आपको वोट मिल जाए. और सिर्फ वोट ही ना मिले 6%, जितने भी टोटल वोट्स पड़े उसमें 4 सीट्स और आपको लोकसभा में मिलनी चाहिए. दिस इज द क्राइटेरिया नंबर 1. देन यू विल बी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज अ नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. इसमें एक और ऑप्शन है. अगर आपको 6% लोकसभा में सीट्स वोट्स नहीं पड़ रहे हैं टोटल वोट्स में से, तो देन यू कैन फुलफिल दिस सेकंड क्राइटेरिया कि इन 4 स्टेट असेंबली इलेक्शंस, स्टेट विधानसभा, स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज, जैसे हरियाणा लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली सिटिंग इन चंडीगढ़. सो स्टेट विधानसभा में हाउ मेनी स्टेट विधानसभा? एटलीस्ट 4 स्टेट असेंबली इलेक्शंस यू हैव टू सिक्योर 6% ऑफ वोट्स. या तो सीधा लोकसभा के इलेक्शन में आपको 6% वोट्स मिले या फिर 6% वोट्स मिले इन 4 स्टेट असेंबली इलेक्शंस, and at the same time you have to win again 4 seats in Lok Sabha. Then also you can get the status of a national political party. Some other criteria have also been decided by Election Commission. Let me explain you only one. Although in your book only these 2 criteria has been written, and I have explained to you both of them, and you have to explain in the similar way. A party that secures 6% of total votes in Lok Sabha election and wins 4 seats in Lok Sabha, then it is considered a national political party. Or if a party wins 6% of total votes in 4 state legislative assembly elections and win at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha, then it will be recognized as a national political party. I have told you कि some other criteria are also there. सिर्फ आपको समझाने के लिए एक और बता देता हूं जो इंटरेस्टिंग है कि अगर ये 2 नहीं है तो आप तीसरा क्राइटेरिया भी पूरा कर सकते हैं कि यू हैव टू विन एटलीस्ट 2% ऑफ टोटल लोकसभा सीट्स. 2% ऑफ टोटल लोकसभा सीट्स. अब टोटल लोकसभा सीट्स 543 है, उसका 2% आप अपने आप ही निकाल लीजिए. उसके अकॉर्डिंग भी आपको स्टेटस मिल सकता है नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का. तो नहीं तो आप इन 2 के ऊपर फोकस करिए, और इधर टू बी अ स्टेट पार्टी और रीजनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, a party has to secure again 6% of the total votes in the now state assembly election or state Vidhan Sabha and win at least 2 seats. Clear? अब आपको recent example in Haryana we know about JJP. Clear? Mr. Dushyant Chautala, currently he is Deputy CM. He formed this party, won the election and got more than 6% of votes. I think more than 10% of the votes. First time this party formed and got, as well as not 2 seats, more than again it got the seats in 2 digits. तो इसी तरह से एक और पार्टी थी that we used to call हजका, जो अब मर्ज हो गई. हरियाणा जनहित कांग्रेस, आई थिंक हजका, ठीक है, हरियाणा जनहित कांग्रेस, दैट वाज फॉर्म्ड बाय द सन ऑफ फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर भजनलाल। तो कुलदीप बिश्नोई ही फॉर्म दिस पार्टी, और उन्होंने जब फॉर्म की थी 2014 में, अगेन ही ऑल्सो गॉट द 6%, more than 6% of the total polled votes, and I think 6 or 7 seats he had won that time. तो ये आपके पास एग्जाम्पल हैं स्टेट पार्टी रिकॉग्नाइज होने का। और सबसे बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल तो आपके पास इस पार्टी का है, आम आदमी पार्टी इन दिल्ली। इट वाज फॉर्म्ड एंड वोन द इलेक्शन in I think 27-28 seats it won in 2013 दिल्ली असेंबली इलेक्शन, और परसेंटेज जो था उनके पास वोटिंग का वो 20% से भी ज्यादा था। एंड फर्स्ट टाइम दीज पार्टीज formed and they contested election and got the status of regional party. So this is the first criteria. Others are very simple. We will hardly take 2 minutes to explain the rest of the points. The second point is the national political parties, obviously they will raise the issues mainly connected to the national interest. They will talk about those things, those policies, those programs which are directly connected to the nation, because they have the operation in at a national level. So they will raise mainly issues related to the national interest, and the state party will mainly raise the issues which is concerned to the state interest where it is operating. Then the third one is it has influence. National party has influence in many states or many regions of the country. Obviously, that's why it has been recognized as a national party. And the state party has the influence mainly in that state where it is operating, where it is functioning. So like JJP, that has influence only in Haryana, not in any other state. Then the fourth one is how many national parties have been recognized. I have told you 8 national parties have been recognized by Election Commission of India, and more than 52 was the number, more than 50 political state parties have been recognized by again Election Commission of India. Next one, the national parties, their main focus is to form the government at center. Obviously they will also form the government at states as well, but they forms the government at center if they get the majority, and the state party will form the government mainly in that state where it is operating if gets majority. Although in coalition government the role of state parties has increased, that we have already read in chapter number 2 of civics, federalism, how after 1990s the role of the state parties is increasing due to the coalition government which is formed mainly by the support of these state parties. Now the last one, you have to give the example of national parties. So Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, Bahujana Samaj Party, CPI, CPIM, NCP, All India Trinamool Congress, AI, TMC, Trinamool Congress. So these are the examples of the state party, national parties, and Akali Dal or Rashtriya Janata Dal or JJP or Shiv Sena or INLD or Samajwadi Party. ठीक है, you name, and there are so many state parties operating in different states. They are the examples of state parties. You have to remember one more thing. This criteria, these political parties has to maintain always, otherwise उनका जो status है वो change हो सकता है. किसी भी पार्टी को स्टेट पार्टी से नेशनल पार्टी बनना उसका एम है, और उसको वो स्टेटस तभी मिलेगा जब वो यहां एक स्टेट से निकल के कई स्टेट्स में जाएगी. ठीक है, और उसी तरह जब आप नेशनल पार्टी बन गए हो तो आपको अपना स्टेटस मेंटेन करना है. वी हैव वन एग्जांपल, दैट इज आरजेडी. ठीक है, राष्ट्रीय जनता दल पार्टी, दैट वाज द पार्टी ऑफ मिस्टर लालू यादव. 2008, ड्यू टू its fulfilling these all such criteria, it was recognized as national party. But again in 2010 the national party status was taken back from this party, RJD. So I hope you understood the difference between national political party and state or regional political party. With this, this video is complete. Thank you.